the O.C.G, and I'm here playing Chrono Cross Remastered. Now they fixed it. Finally. It was so awful for so long, and then they released a patch that fixed it. So now I'm doing a playthrough. Look at that 60 FPS. Let me see. Damn it. Fuck. There you go. Sadly, they weren't able to remaster a lot of the old FMVs. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing okay. Excited to be playing this. Excited to finally play a version of this that doesn't suck ass. The original remaster of this sucked ass so badly. So badly. It ran worse than the fucking PS1 original. It was painfully bad, and like months, close to a year went by without them talking about a patch or ever doing it. It honestly looked like they would never fucking fix it, and then today they did. They released a patch, surprise dropped it, that completely fixed the issue. We're talking about going from like 15 frames a second to 60. I mean, it was worse than the PS1 original. Oh yeah, no. That bad. I mean, it didn't run. Completely fixed it. Like 100% fixed it. Like, no shit, okay? The original game didn't run very well to begin with because it was a PS1 game and a lot of these games didn't run well. A lot of PS1 games and 64 games, looking back at them, had fucking abysmal performance. But somehow the remaster ran worse than the PS1 version. We're talking about just walking around on screen with nothing going on. We're like 15 to 12 frames a second. It was like nearly fucking unplayable. And now it's a smooth 30 FPS in the field. Any more than that would have apparently fucked up the game logic. And it's 60 FPS in battle, which obviously never came close to that in the original. Right? They released it. It ran so bad, it looked bad, it had all these issues, and it pissed off a lot of people because Chrono Cross is an underrated classic. People love Chrono Cross. It's one of those best games that nobody ever played kind of things. It has a devout fan base. And Sony and Square have never re-released it. Ever. So, after 20 years, because it was 1999 is when this came out. After 20 years, I think so. Yeah, I think so. After 20 years, 22 years, they finally re-released this game, and this is what they fucking gave us. And it pissed off a lot of people. And months went by. Like I said, they did not ever say they would fix it. And then all of a sudden today, boom! In the middle of the morning, I mean, they surprise dropped this. It went from being the worst version of the game to the best. And basically what it was this was them, this was Square's first attempt at using AI upscaling. People with high-end PCs and stuff, modders, have used AI upscaling for years, to a lesser degree, but Square has never used AI upscaling for any of their games. It's kind of on the fringe of technology still. So Chrono Cross was the first game to use AI upscaling, and the AI upscaling actually looks really good. It actually looks crisp on a modern TV, which, trust me, it wouldn't in the original game. The problem is that they didn't optimize it right, because I guess they weren't used to doing stuff with AI upscaled shit, so that's what caused the frame rate to be fucking awful. Right? At least they fixed it. For real. Like I said, it had been almost a year since, without any word. I honestly thought they were probably never gonna fucking fix it. They were just gonna leave it broken. I'm so glad they fixed it. And now I wish they would do this to like, right? Exactly. I wish they would do this for like all their other games. All their other classic games, what I mean. Like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, looks blurry as fuck on modern TVs. Like, they would greatly benefit from this treatment. And now they've figured out how to do it without killing the frame rate. Yeah, exactly. But, like, they've now figured, whatever they did, they figured out how to do this and not kill the frame rate. So, I would love to see them upscale Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and they've also now proven, for a long time, people couldn't figure out a way to get the battle systems to run at a higher frame rate because all the animations were shit locked. They found out a way to get the battles to run at 60 FPS. I would fucking love if they would update the battle systems 7, 8, 9 to 60. They're at 15. They're capped at 15 frames a second. That would make the OG Final Fantasy games so much smoother. Like, I really hope that they they do this for the rest of their games, their catalogs. Because it... Yeah, exactly. You're not going to have a fun time. And this ran fucking abysmally. Because, you know, it really just depends. It really just depends on the game. Some of the Square's remasters is good, some of them aren't. But this was by far their fucking worst. I don't think they've ever released a remaster for a game like this that made it worse. I mean, they've re-released Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, you know... And even if they looked kind of shitty by today's standards, that was because the art didn't hold up, but the actual game was a good version of it, you know? The PS4 version, the Switch version of 7, 8, 9, it's fine. It runs exactly as it should. They, you know, redid a lot of the Saga games, ran fine. Like, it had to have been the AI upscaling that they never used before, because their other remasters weren't like this. So... And I'm almost on cloud 9 because, like, all these things are fucking happening now. Like, it's a wonderful time to be into gaming. Like, Chrono Cross is fixed and now is a good way to play it. Baten Kaitos is getting fucking remastered and put out later this year. Fucking, there's more coming, I can't think. There's more coming. Yeah, no, exactly. AI upscaling has been used by super duper good computers and stuff for years, but it's never been used a whole lot in commercial games. The GTA collection used it a little bit, but that was just for like signs and billboards, not like anything else. So most people wouldn't even know it's there. It hasn't been used for a whole fucking game. So like, you're right. I mean, the possibilities are endless. The classic Resident Evil games, 1, 2, and 3, upscale them. Fucking Parasite Eve. Upscale it. I mean, that's a Square game. Fucking upscale Parasite Eve 1 and 2. Re-release those. Print money. There's no modern way to play Parasite Eve. Fucking, Legend Dragoon. The Mana games. There's so many fucking PS1 games in particular, because PS1 is when they went really crazy with the pre-rendered art. That could benefit from this treatment. I mean, this game is like 22 years old and it looks fucking clean as hell. And it's more than just the textures. They upscaled the fonts, so the fonts don't look blurry. They upscaled like the title screen. It's, you know, the only thing they weren't able to really upscale was the FMVs, the pre-order movies, but that's understandable. It would take a lot more money to upscale the pre-order videos. And I hope now that this version doesn't suck ass that a lot more people will play this. Because this is a fantastic fucking RPG that more people need to play. I love this game. Running something so old isn't the issue. It has to do with the AI upscaling. That was the issue. Right? Exactly. Although with Xenogears, it depends on the situation because Xenogears is harder to do because Xenogears was like polygonal, mostly 3D in that game. But yeah, still, totally. They even updated the characters' portraits that would have been old as fuck. And this game has a fucking beautiful aesthetic. Right? PS1 had such a great fucking JRPG library. I agree. You know? I would say that JRPGs fucking peaked. PS1, PS2. Like, let's say 1997 to 2007. PS2s were the golden age of JRPGs. It wasn't until PS3 came about that they kind of hit a wall. And I mean, we still get JRPGs. Obviously, we get tons of good JRPGs. Just JRPGs used to be like one of the main game genres. They used to be something like that. But yeah, you know, I totally agree. PS1, Breath of Fire 4, I fucking love Breath of Fire 4. Alundra, like you said, Legend of Mana, Xenogears, Vandal Hearts, Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, Wild Arms 2, Suikoden 1, Suikoden 2, which are being remastered also this year. I'm fucking stoked for that too. And I think they're using AI upscaling too, and it looks fucking great. I can't wait for that. Chrono Cross, like so many great JRPGs are on PlayStation. Like the success of Final Fantasy VII almost was like sparked like a gold rush for JRPGs because everybody's like, oh, we need our own JRPG. But I love this art style. Like I love the art style of this game. Yeah, well, it's debatable if it's a JRPG because it has very strong RPG elements and leveling and shit, and it's made by a Japanese developer. So you could say It depends. I appreciate them, you know. They definitely had limitations. Namely, pre-rendered art, you couldn't have a rotating camera at all. That was the main thing. That was the problem. But yeah, it is kind of like a lost... It is kind of like a lost thing. A lost art. They don't really do pre-rendered shit anymore. Yeah. That's fair. And this game has an amazing fucking, like, uniqueness. Besides the combat and all that, this game has all these branching paths. Like, this game has all of these, like, different routes you can take. And this was a pioneer, way ahead of the curve, because these routes that you choose actually vastly changed this game. Yeah, it looks great. It definitely does look great. It is great. Pre-rendered art was great. Right? Say A Beautiful World was such an emotional story. It is. It is a very, very emotional game. With a great story. But, like, the routes that you take dramatically change this game. Like, in a single playthrough, you're only going to see maybe a quarter of all there is to see in this game. Like, there's so many JRPGs where they give you this or that option and it doesn't change anything. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like the illusion of choice. In this game, it really is. Like, there's like 4 different ways to get into the castle early on. And each way gives you a different character and takes you a different way. And you can't go that way with any after, and you can't get those characters. So, I think there's something like, if I remember correctly, there's 44 party members in this. And you can only get, like, I think 15 or 16 of them in one playthrough, depending on your choices. I mean, thankfully they have New Game Plus, so you can carry over your level and make different choices to get all of them. But that's what I'm saying, this game has a shit ton of replayability. Right? And on top of that, this game, believe it or not, was fucking instrumental in the creation of Xenoblade. Forgive me. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a historical rant here. They had multiple teams at Squaresoft in the day, because this was made back when they were Squaresoft, right? I am trying to get the money to buy it because I really love Legend of Dragoon and I want to own it. I fucking love Legend of Dragoon. And it's $10 and I'd rather own it. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's so good. I really hope you enjoy it. It needs more love. I wish more people fucking played Legend of Dragoon. But regardless, so, yeah, exactly, because you could emulate it, yeah. But, like, being able to actually play it officially is great, yeah. But, so Square back in the day, Squaresoft back in the day had a bunch of different teams. They may have been called Squaresoft, but they were like 15 different teams. And, right, it is the best medium to connect people. And one team came together and made Xenogears. And the other team came together and did Chrono Cross. And they frequently talked. There's a lot of overlap. Yeah, Sony Japan isn't even around anymore. That makes me so sad. You're right about that. There was an overlap, and Square kind of mishandled both of these games. And Xenogears, everybody knows that Xenogears got cut down. The infamous Disc 2, so many scenes are just fucking text because they were only able to do basically half of Xenogears before Square pulled the plug. Well, they also fucked this game. This game was supposed to be 4 discs, and they were supposed to be companion quests for every main character. There was supposed to be a bunch of quests for every character, like side quests for them. And in the actual final game, there's almost none of that. And so people are like, man, I wish these characters had more backstory. And it's like, well, they intended to. It's just Square cut the game off, so it's only 2 discs instead of 4. Well, both of those teams, the Xenogears team and the Chrono Cross team, left Square after they got mistreated. They said, well, fuck this. And they came together to form Monolith Soft. And did fucking Xenosaga, and then Baten Kaitos, and Xenoblade. So, this game and Xenogears were fucking instrumental in making Xenoblade, and a lot of people I've talked to have no fucking idea that many of the same people that did Xenogears and Chrono Cross are the ones working at Nintendo to this day. In fact, it's kind of weird because there's like a shit ton of developers that left Square and then went on to do amazing things. Like another team that left Square went on to do Azure Softworks and do fucking Shadow Hearts, which is amazing. Fucking the lead creator of Final Fantasy, Haranobu Skaichi. Apologies if I butcher that name. He fucking went on to make his own studio, Mistwalker, and do fucking Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey, which are fucking amazing games. And The Last Story. So I always think it's kind of cool where it's like, people haven't really heard of this game on a mass scale, but yet this game is still affecting game development to this day. Like, there would be no Xenoblade Chronicles without Chrono Cross. And Xenogears. And, you know, I'm sorry to keep pausing. I just, like, get on a tangent. I don't want to miss anything. I just get excited about this. Like, playing this game has made me super fucking nostalgic. Oh, man. Probably Xenoblade Chronicles is one of them, definitely. I'm gonna have to think about that for a bit. You know, Baten Kaitos is literally made by the exact same team and director that did Chrono Cross. In fact, because it has the exact same team and Baten Kaitos shares many similarities to the Chrono game, many people have actually stated that Baten Kaitos is pretty much like Chrono Trigger 3, or as much as we're ever gonna get. So hard. So hard to say my favorite JRPG. I think JRPGs are my favorite genre of game. Now, you don't see me playing JRPGs a lot on the channel, but that's because we don't get that many JRPGs these days. I still love them. But, if I had to give you, let me give you my top 10 favorite JRPGs of all time. Xenoblade Chronicles, Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean, Tales of Grace's F. I fucking love Tales of Grace's F. Shadow Hearts 1. Probably Legend of Dragoon. I mean, we were talking about that. I really love Legend of Dragoon. That's 5, and I know I can think of more. It's just like Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 15. Trying to think. I love Final Fantasy 8 and 9. I do. 8 is fucking amazing. 8 is my favorite of the classic PS1 era. I like 8 more than 1. I like 8 more than 7, and I like 8 more than 9. I love Squall. I like the world. I like the cars. I like the summons. I love 8. 8 does not get the love that it deserves. I'm thinking of more JRPGs. I'm thinking of more. Like, any other time I can name 15, and then, like, somebody asks me, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. Right? The fucking man with the machine gun, Laguna's theme. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god, it's great. Da-da-da. I can't even sing it, but yeah, it's great. Fucking, Dragon Quest 8. Love Dragon Quest 8. 2 more. I'm trying to think of 2 more. Sword of Mana. And then, yeah, right. They are very passionate people. They are very intense in what they do. And then probably Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Out of all the Kingdom Hearts games, Birth by Sleep is by far my favorite. I have not. I've heard of Evolution, but I have not got to play them. I own a Dreamcast. But the only game that I have on it is Soul Reaver, because Dreamcast has the best version of Soul Reaver. And also, my controller is fucked up. I need to get another controller. On my to-do list is to get... they made a modern Dreamcast controller that works with old Dreamcasts, and it like has like an actual like PS5 shape. It's fucking awesome. It's called the RetroArch. Golden Sun is awesome. I agree. Golden Sun is awesome. Actually, hold on 1 second. Really? I don't know if you can see, but I have Golden Sun 2. I have the cartridge. I don't have the box, but I have the Golden Sun 2. One second, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So sorry about that. I went to get something, wash my hands, get my bracelets, let my cat out, and then my cat went after the other cat, and it turned into kerfuckle. I had to move him around. Like everything in my life, it turns into a shit fit. But yeah, fun story. I have Golden Sun 2, and that's purely by accident. I thought I bought Golden Sun 1, and the only way you can tell the difference is like there's a little tiny bit on the logo that says The Lost Age, and it's hard to read that, so I actually bought Golden Sun 2 without knowing it. Like, literally, in the original version of this game, just walking around this village square right here would literally drop it down to, like, 15 frames a second. You would literally be walking like this. That was how bad the original version of this game was. It was embarrassingly bad. So, I mean, they did a fucking 180. I love it. Yeah, that's fair. They also do, right, Terra Nagama? Yeah, I definitely can see that. Dude, there's so many fucking JRPGs that are just sitting neglected by the ravages of time. That almost makes me, like, sad. Like, so many proper JRPGs have never been fucking re-released. Like, ugh. They also added, fast forward, even though I almost would never use it. Right? Like, give me a modern way. Give me a modern way to play Eternal Sonata. Give me a modern way to play Redetta Stories. Give me a modern way to play fucking, like, oh, so many games. Yeah, exactly. Sweet, I found a helmet. And I actually love it when, like, JRPGs take the time to make the NPC dialogue worth, like, listening to. So many times you'll play a game like this, and the NPCs are not even worth talking to. But in games like this, you get all these, like, speeches and stories and actual shit for talking to them. See, this conversation always creeped me out. And it still does. If you listen closely, the Record of Fate will tell you lots of things, like what you should be doing next. And when you can't hear anything anymore, well, I guess it means you don't have a future. When that happens, you should just go home and go to sleep. There isn't anything you can do to change fate. That's just fucking creepy. Pretty much. Hold on a second. On how he fucking kills you. He's like, hey, let's have a little sparring test. And I'm gonna fucking kill you. He's like Master Roshi. Oh, you think I'm old and weak? Huh? Surprise! I'm actually gonna one-shot you, just because I can. Then he just knocks your ass out again. Here, I'm gonna kill you. Then I'm gonna revive you. Then I'm gonna kill you. What kind of psychological warfare shit is this? It's like, you live and die as I desire. Live with that. At any moment, I could fuck your shit up. You survive because I choose to allow it. Somebody tell fucking Sorcerer Walter White over there to chill the fuck out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, you know, at some point, it's gonna happen. Okay? All the time we're getting throwback games. We're getting throwback Doom shooters. We're getting throwback this. They're now doing throwback PS2 games. So, I don't think it would be that much of a stretch to, you know, get a throwback pre-rendered game. I don't think it would be that... God, I love this theme. Oh, I strongly suggest it. I love this game. I strongly suggest you play this. And it's pretty cheap. It's only 20 bucks. It's only ever been 20 bucks. So... But yeah. I gotta see what element she has. Yeah, this is the sequel to Chrono Trigger. It was deliberately meant to be reminiscent of that theme. They took the Chrono Trigger theme and they made a tropical version of it. And I love the fact that, like, you can be attacking an enemy and then stop midway through the attack and attack another enemy. Right? It really does. And they actually made new theme. They made a new tune for this collection. Yeah, I thought you were gonna get away, didn't you? And they also added several cheat options. It's not something I'm interested in, but you can speed it up, fast forward. You can slow it down for whatever reason you would slow it down. You can power up your characters. You can turn off random battles, or not battles, but you can make it so that you don't fight enemies if you touch them. I don't like using fast forward in games like these, like ever. Because to me, it's like if you're trying to fast forward through the game, why are you even playing it? But some people like it, so it's good to have options. Oh yeah, secret treasure, baby! Well, it's a helmet I already had, but, you know, more treasure's treasure. There is no such thing as too much treasure. It doesn't exist. Oh shit. I didn't want to exit the area. Right? Exactly. That's why games preservation is so fucking vital. Like, the soundtrack for this game just fucking rocks. I don't think there's a single bad track in this game. And I love... Let me see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, honestly. I hope not. None of the other music is removed. So I looked it up. I couldn't find anything about it being removed. So everything else is here. And with it being made just for the game, it probably won't be removed. Usually when they have to make a song just for a game, they get the rights to it forever. Also, just so you know, this is on Switch. You know that, right? They haven't updated on Switch yet, so I would wait until they update it on Switch, because the Switch version is harder to work on, but you totally can't get this on Switch. God. Fuck. The timing is tricky. Little bastard. Okay, I'm doing it too late. I'll do it slightly earlier. Ah, damn it, I was much closer that time. Little bastard. Let me kill you so I can make a necklace! Yep, there's Mama. I made your kids into a necklace. I'm gonna make you into a fucking belt. Just want to make sure I got all the treasures out of this place before I leave. I also like how they use the growth level to make sure you're never over-leveled or under-leveled. Like, there's really no grinding in this game. You get to a certain point, and then you literally can't get any more stacks until after you fight a boss in advance. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Is where shit starts to get fucking real. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Sometimes it just feels so good to pop your fingers. What are you doing there, boy? It's dangerous to sleep out here. Oh, get your ass off this beach, boy. I'll beat you. Huh, that's weird. Yeah, I've had a similar thing happen to me. I used to watch this fucking anime when I was a kid, and it was on Jetix, and that was like so good, but I only really recalled like a couple episodes of it. I could never remember what the full name of that fucking thing was, and like for years it fucked with me, so I finally found out it was called Shinzo. Ah, Grandia. Love Grandia. You know they have Grandia 1 and 2 on the Switch, right? Yeah. They're pretty dope, actually. Granny was really good, yeah. It actually kind of pissed me off because the Grandia collection is only on fucking Switch. Don't ask me why they fucking did that. I own it on Switch. Grandia 2 is really fucking good too. Okay, I think I got everything in this region. In the alternate Lizard Rock. Just want to make sure. Yeah, she doesn't really have. I love how it's rainbow shells here. Yeah, I always thought that was fucked up. Where it's like, I wonder what would happen if I hadn't become a fisherman. And it's like, now you find out, he basically joins a fucking cult. Yeah, you can fucking get Nikki to join your party, but I'm not going to because I think there's like 4 different party members that can join your party in Termina, but you only get one, and it's gonna be fucking Guile. Yeah, it's a very good soundtrack. Oh, that he talks. That's so fucking weird. This is my island, man. What are you doing here, man? It's like you're a lizard. What the fuck, bro? Hey, yo, Lena! Like, but that's me! Well, if that boy were still alive today, you would have me going and doing annoying fetch quests to make you a fucking necklace. Yeah, they are. They are much higher quality. Goodbye, stranger. Ah, you put daggers in my heart, Lena. I loved you. I thought we were gonna go all the way. And then I was finally gonna tell you about the 3 shell method. Now, see, here's a junction point, and this is where going against the grain actually works out better. I'll tell you what I mean in here in a second. Because, like, after this whole, like, boss fight up here, your kid is going to be, like, trying to join you. And, like, it seems like the thing you should do is say yes. But, actually, it's better to say no because she winds up joining you no matter what. But if you say no, you actually get Lena to join your party. And Popol, that fucking pink dog. And they don't join your party in any other way. So you're missing out on party members if you tell her yes. And she's going to join anyway. So... And that way you actually get 2 party members to join you instead of 1. Yeah, no, you should. The remastered collection is pretty cheap if I remember correctly. Oh, sweet. Another command. Electro Jolt. If you've never played Grandia 2, you really should. It's really good. Yeah, Octopath Traveler is also really good. They just released a demo for the second one a couple days ago. R.I.P. Our beloved Kieran race died age 7. Nobody can take anything away from him, nor can anyone give anything to him. What came from the sea is returned to the sea. That's also really fucking dark. I played a little bit of it. The demo actually has quite a bit of content. right? Boop, boop. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I mean, the Tales of games are basically like a fucking anime game. I really want to get the Tales of Symphonia remaster that just came out. Yeah, Tales of Zillia, Tales of Grace's F. I have most of the games in the series that you can get in America. Some of the Tales of games, some of the older Tales of games. It's not that bad. It's bad on Switch. I heard about that. The Switch version is bad. The other versions are not. I don't know why. Because I saw the same shit you did. And then I looked into it and it's just that one version. But from what I've seen, the PS4 version and the PS5 version is fine. It doesn't have any problems. Oh, it's a lot better. 9 days, 60 FPS now. Here we go. Yeah, they rushed it. They really did. Well, I think it was a combination of them rushing it, them not allocating a big budget to it, as well as the fact that this was the first time they ever used AI upscaling on something. But the important thing is that now it runs really good. The field is smooth 30, and battles are smooth 60. Whereas battles and the remastered and the original used to be 15 frames a second. So we're going from 15 frames to 60. I would say the remaster is actually really good now. Just took them fucking 7 months, 8 months. Like, hold on, let me Google when the remaster originally came out. Because it might have actually been a year. April, yeah, you're right, April 7th. And they fixed it in February of 2023. So it took them 10 fucking months to fix it. Basically a year. And they didn't even tell anybody. They just surprise dropped it today. Now, the Switch version, the update's coming a little bit later because apparently the Switch had more problems and it's harder to fix. But PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X, PC, they're all fixed now. They just, in the middle of the night, dropped this update. I woke up and the first thing I turned on my PS5, Chrono Cross updated. I'm like, And thankfully, it doesn't suck now. It's actually the best way to play it now. Oh. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be honest with you, and just about anybody with the eyes would be put off by the frame rate originally. I mean, it was like 15 frames a second. Movies run faster than that. I mean, the frame rate was so bad. Now there's like no problem. It runs smooth as shit. It runs like locked. Lock 30 for the field, lock 60 for battles. There's been no drops as far as I can see, and I've played several hours. And I tested like Termina, with the big town with a bunch of people. That used to be the area that pushed the frame rate the hardest, and it ran just fine. So if the most strenuous area runs fine, then the whole rest of the game should. Eh. What do I want to call this chick? Yeah, exactly. I was named this after my dog. Hold on a second, let me make sure I got that right. Hey Mom, how do you spell Soka's name again? Okay, hold on a second. You said S-O? And what was the rest? H? K? A. Okay, just making sure. Alright, thank you. I love you. Her name can be difficult to pronounce, so I had to ask my mom. Yeah, it comes from Ahsoka from the Clone Wars. No. Actually, I don't know what elements this chick has. Oh, so she's got nothing. Okay, well, we're gonna have to try and fix that. Okay, so he's got at least a basic fucking kit. That's... My mom couldn't figure out a name for the dog. Yeah, exactly. My mom couldn't figure out a name for the dog, and she kept like going over the names, and then I was talking about the Clone Wars and Ahsoka, and she's like, "Oh hey, Ahsoka." We call her Ahsoka Lynn. Ahsoka Lynn. She's Hold on one second. I want to see if I can actually show you guys the dog on the stream. I'll be right back. Ahsoka Lynn. She's a miniature dachshund. I know she's so cute, right? Alright, I'm gonna take her back. When you guys see my dog. Yeah, I love her. She's a cute dog. She's not even a year old. I got her when she was like 6 weeks old. Well, we got her, and she could fit in the palm of my hand. That dog is my mom's pride and joy. My mom loves that dog. Probably loves that dog more than she loves me. Right now, she's so cute. She's so friendly too. Like that dog is like so full of love. I mean, dogs are usually friendly, but not like, she's like super friendly. I love her. And like since then, I've named like every dog they let me name in a game, Soka. Just like every cat I can name in a game, I name Echo after my cat. Just like a weird thing of mine. Fossil Valley. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a cat person, but I love dogs. The fuck? I'll beat you to death with a wooden spoon, bitch! Getting medieval on this shit! Oh, that's right, I haven't equipped stuff on him yet. I need to do that. What is that? Tears of the Kingdom? I don't choose my game of the year in advance. Like, Tears of the Kingdom may end up being my game of the year, but I won't know. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, now I'm gonna save here, and I'm probably gonna switch to a different game. I'm not gonna try to do, like, all this stuff, like, right away. I'm probably actually gonna start Ni no Kunai too. But we'll see. I'll be right back. Thank you for watching. I wish I could say that, but I don't really... But like I said...